Blue. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl who found it hard to make decisions. She hesitated, postponed tasks, or avoided them altogether. And the weight of everything undone pressed down on her, draining her energy. One grey, rainy day, she was riding her bike, lost in thought. The wind was sharp, the rain drizzled, and she felt exhausted. Not just from the weather, but from the endless doubts inside her. Suddenly, a strong gust nearly blew her heart away. Instinctively, she reached up to catch it, but in that moment, she lost control. The wheel slipped, the asphalt was wet, and with a loud crash, she fell. A sharp pain shot through her legs. But the only thing on her mind was getting up and leaving as quickly as possible. She was terrified that someone had seen her fall. Ignoring the pain, she stood up, lifted her heavy bike, and hurried home. At home, she examined herself. Scraped palms, bruised knees, torn clothes. Her body trembled from fear. She lay down, hoping sleep would make everything feel better in the morning. But when she woke up, her legs were covered in dark bruises. The next day, they spread further. Half her body turned blue. Why are my bruises growing? She wondered, anxiety tightening around her chest. The day after, the blue color crept up to her shoulders. She didn't understand what was happening. She only watched helpless as the blue swallowed her. And on the fourth morning, when she looked in the mirror, she saw that she was completely blue. Even the whites of her eyes turned blue. She met her own gaze, and a deep pain surged through her chest. She felt sorry for herself. Her heart ached with quiet, overwhelming compassion. And then tears welled up in her eyes. She cried. And as she cried, she noticed something strange. Her tears were blue. They dripped down, pooling at her feet in a shimmering indigo puddle. But then she saw something else. Her face was lighter. Tear by tear, the blue began to fade. She realized something. Her tears were washing her clean. She kept crying, letting out everything she had held inside. Her fear of action, her hesitation, her loneliness, the crushing weight of guilt. When only her feet remained blue, a memory surfaced. The fall. She remembered the sharp pain in her legs. But more than anything, she remembered her first thought. Not about herself, not about her pain, but about whether anyone had seen her. She had been ashamed. Ashamed that she had fallen. Ashamed that she hadn't made it, that she had failed. And at that moment, she understood. All her life, she had feared judgment, more than pain itself. Then, something shimmered in the blue puddle at her feet. She leaned in closer and saw her own reflection. Her eyes, among the deep blue, shone with a bright, warm light. A light she had never noticed before. A light that had always been inside her. She kept looking, and for the first time she felt something new. Curiosity, interest, she realized she had never truly looked at herself before. She had always seen fear, coldness, criticism, but now her eyes held something different. Warmth, strength, a hunger to see, to feel, to try. She looked at herself again. Her skin was clear. She was no longer blue. But how could she stay that way? She thought about it. She couldn't promise herself that she would never be afraid again, that she would never hesitate, never hold herself back. However, one thing she could do: she would allow herself to make mistakes. She would allow herself to fall. She would treat herself with compassion. And she would rise, slowly, gently. She would allow herself to live.